July 2025, I had the pleasure and the honour to be a destinations lecturer on Crystal cruises, going from Rome to Monte Carlo. What I was there to do was to encourage people to visit new places they may never have seen before by telling them about the history of those places. Of course, when you visit Rome, you got to go and see the Colosseum, where all the gladiators fought for countless centuries. And then there's the Pantheon, this amazing survivor from the Roman Empire with its huge concrete dome. Well, at some point I had to leave Rome and board our beautiful cruise ship. So let me give you a quick guided tour around the suite. We're entering now into the lounge area. There's my luggage in the corner. But this is kind of, I guess it's a kind of a makeup area, or it's just sitting down having a cup of tea area. Behind me, this is where what I use as my kind of work area if I've got to get something done, writing a lecture for later on. So that's a kind of little work area there. And then a very nice, long, spacious sofa there for just relaxing, chilling out at the end of the day. And I don't have a balcony on mine, but some of the suites do obviously have a balcony out. There's a nice big TV screen. And then through here, we have the very luxurious bedroom. There is the lovely double bed, and I've had some great night's sleep there. And of course, bathroom. And so here is the bathroom with all the amenities there. It's stocked up every day. The staff here are excellent. They basically clean the room in the morning and then do a kind of turnover later in the afternoon. So you're always being pampered here on board. So really luxurious, very spacious. I mean, it's just me on my own. Oh, I should have mentioned as well, there is this, of course, which is the my robing room, as I like to call it, and the safe and so on in there. So lots of room, lots of space, way too much for me. And this has been my base on Crystal over the last few days, and I'll be sorry to leave it. Our first stop was Sorrento, with its amazing shops, its style, its beauty, and it's a favourite shopping place for Italians and for tourists, and of course the characteristic lemons of Sorrento. I then caught a train from Sorrento to Herculaneum, this amazing Roman town that was destroyed in a volcanic eruption, but as a result perfectly preserved. The ruins will just take your breath away. Back on board, it was time to check out some of the luxury shopping on board the Crystal Symphony, and they really do have everything for every taste, but particularly the very distinguished customer. So we've just spent the first day in Sorrento. I did some shopping in Sorrento, and I also had time to go to the Roman ruins at Herculaneum, which was absolutely incredible. I'd never been before. So tomorrow we're off to Amalfi. I'd been looking forward to seeing Amalfi, and I wasn't disappointed. This gorgeous cathedral which dominates the centre of the town, and in the middle of the cathedral is this cloister that looks like something out of a Hollywood mansion. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, it's super hot today, and I'm just going for a little walk up here on this beautiful deck, just getting a little exercise after lunch. And there's a lot of people behind me there around the pool, beginning to come out to sunbathe in the heat, in the Italian sunshine, and it truly is a very warm day. Well, my role here on board the Crystal Symphony is to be an enrichment destinations lecturer. So I'm basically giving lectures about some of the destinations that we're visiting, giving insights to those on board and inspiring them to go and visit some of these places. So let's see me in action. In this lecture, I was encouraging people to go and take the excursion to Florence and see some of the amazing artworks there. Well, giving those lectures is hungry work, so I went down to the restaurant where I had a 3-course meal, absolutely gorgeous. The lamb main course was out of this world. Then it was on to Genoa, a city I'd never visited before, and I made a point of investigating the medieval back streets, some of the churches, and also the simply sumptuous cathedral. It's also worth remembering that Genoa was the birthplace of Christopher Columbus, who went on to work for the Spanish and discovered the New World. Finally, we docked in that playground of the rich, Monte Carlo. So, journey's end, here we are in Monaco, Monte Carlo. There's my yacht behind me there. No, it's not. I'm still on board the good ship Symphony. We're about to disembark and make my way to Nice airport. So it's been quite a trip, really enjoyable, and here we are ending in the lap of luxury. With a heavy heart, I had to disembark, and it was time to go and get my plane from Nice airport and make my way back to London. But don't worry, Crystal, I'll be back very soon.